Okay, let's dive right in. There are people walking among us whose brains are just fundamentally wired differently. They have stronger executive function, more gray matter density, and even built-in protection against cognitive decline. So, what's their secret? Well, it's a superpower hiding in plain sight. They speak more than one language.
But first, let's tackle the biggest myth out there, the one question that has worried parents for decades. For the longest time, a lot of people believed that raising a kid with two languages would just confuse them, maybe even slow them down. It's a really persistent fear, but is there any truth to it?
Well, modern neuroscience has a clear and frankly pretty astonishing answer. That whole idea of confusion, it could not be further from the truth. In fact, what's actually happening inside a bilingual brain is something way more incredible.
To really get it, we have to start right at the beginning. The journey to unlocking this superpower starts by looking at the amazing abilities of infants, even before they can say a single word.
So check this out. Every single baby is born a citizen of the world with this innate ability to tell the difference between all the phonetic sounds in every language on Earth. It's a concept called perceptual narrowing. But over the first year, their brain starts to specialize, zeroing in on just the sounds of the languages they hear every day.
And this just shows how wired for language they are. In one amazing study, researchers showed babies silent videos of people speaking different languages. And incredibly, at just 4 to 6 months old, the babies could tell the languages apart just by watching the speaker's lip movements. And bilingual babies, they hold on to that wide-open sensitivity for much longer, perfectly adapting to their multilingual world. And that brings us to the most crucial point, captured perfectly by neurolinguist François Grosjean. A bilingual brain isn't just a brain with two separate language systems living side by side. No, it's a single, highly interconnected network that operates in a fundamentally different way.
So, how does this unique brain network get built? Well, think of it like this. Being bilingual is a constant, lifelong workout for your brain. It's like a 24/7 mental gym, strengthening the most important cognitive muscles you have.
And the part of the brain that's getting this workout is responsible for what we call executive functions. You can think of these as the CEO or the air traffic control tower for your brain. It's what lets you plan, focus your attention, remember instructions, and juggle multiple tasks successfully.
And here's the invisible workout. Every single time a bilingual person gets ready to speak, or read, or even just think, both of their languages switch on at the same time. The brain then has to make a split-second decision. Select the right language, and actively inhibit or suppress the other one. That constant switching and suppressing is the exercise.
And this exercise has real physical results. Brain imaging scans show that all this mental gymnastics leads to measurably higher gray matter density, especially in the regions responsible for attention, memory, and executive control. This isn't just a theory. You can literally see the difference.
So that's cool, but what does having more gray matter actually mean in the real world? Well, these neurological changes translate into some incredible lifelong advantages.
That constant practice of filtering out one language turns bilinguals into masters of focus. Able to block out irrelevant information in a noisy office or during a high-stakes meeting, studies also show they tend to make more rational, less emotionally biased decisions when they think a problem through in their second language. And of course, their brain is already primed and more efficient at learning even more languages down the road. Now, I just want you to look at this number for a moment. 4.5. What could that possibly represent? This is maybe the most profound benefit of all. That lifelong mental workout builds what's called cognitive reserve. It's like building extra roads and backup routes in your brain. So even when diseases like dementia start to cause damage, the bilingual brain has more alternate pathways to compensate, delaying the onset of symptoms by an average of 4.5 years.
So the evidence is pretty overwhelming. The real question then becomes, how can we give this gift to our kids? The good news is you absolutely do not need to be a linguistics expert to get started.
The key is consistent, positive exposure. It's all about making the second language a normal, fun part of everyday life. Even small, simple activities build that foundation. The goal isn't perfect fluency overnight. It's about making language a tool for connection and play.
And this is the most encouraging takeaway of all. The research shows that even moderate bilingualism yields these cognitive benefits. The brain doesn't care about perfect grammar, it cares about the challenge. It responds to the effort of switching, of thinking from a different perspective. That's where the magic happens.
So, knowing what we know, that being bilingual strengthens the mind, protects it against aging, and deepens our connection to the world, the question isn't whether it's worth it. The question is, how can we make this superpower accessible to everyone? What educational revolution can we start, right now, for the next generation?
Okay,
Created with Notebook LM, this video draws on expert insights from TED-Ed, BBC Ideas, and beyond. Check out the description below for the full source list. To our ESL educators, try bringing these protocols into your classroom. Let's unlock your students' full potential and celebrate bilingualism as the ultimate cognitive superpower. Thanks for watching, and keep empowering those bilingual brains.